Modding Skyrim with Vortex, Part 26, Changing an Image Using Manage Rules.
Hello, it's Cupshotten, back again with another episode of Modding Skyrim with Vortex. Today we're going to learn how to change the image of one item. You may not remember, but back in episode 14, when we installed the Veydogolt Tree mods, the image of the Gildergreen tree in Whiterun changed. That wasn't a problem for us. I didn't mind that the tree looked different. Then, in episode 22, we installed the Community Shader Core plugin. This required us to install another mod, the Assorted Mesh Fixes. That wasn't a problem for us either. However, I noticed that when I did that, the Gildergreen tree turned back into its original image. I had grown to like the Veydogolt version, and I wanted it back. I recalled that when I installed the Assorted Mesh Fixes, there had been conflicts between them and the Veydogolt tree mod, and I had to choose to have the meshes installed over the Veydogolt mod. Doing that apparently had caused the images to change. I did some research into how to bring it back, and now I'm going to show you what I did. Here is what a standard Gildergreen tree looks like. And here is what it looked like after we installed the Veydogolt tree mod. When we installed the community shaders, we also installed the Assorted Mesh Fixes mod. And doing that brought the original image back. Recall that when we installed the Assorted Mesh Fixes, that we had a lot of conflicts with other mods and that we had to choose which mod to install last. I'll go to Vortex. We can see that we are in the Community Shaders profile. I'll go to Mods. Here is the Assorted Mesh Fixes mod. If you roll over the green lightning bolt, an information box appears. It shows all of the conflicts that occurred when it was installed. Click on Manage Rules. Here you can see all of the conflicts. When we installed the meshes, Vortex had recommended that we install them after all the other mods that it had conflicts with, except for a couple, like the Veydogolt tree mod, for which it had no suggestion. So I had simply loaded the meshes after the Veydogolt tree, like all the others. This is what caused the Veydogolt tree to be overwritten. Here you can see the 5 conflicting files. I did some searching and discovered that the temple tree is the Gildergreen tree. I clicked on Edit Individual Files, and a tree of files came up. I searched through the list until I found the 2 temple tree files. Then I changed the pull down to Veydogolt for both of them. I saved my work and went back to the mods page. I deployed the mods, of course. Then I started Skyrim. And now we can see that the Veydogolt version of the Gildergreen tree is displayed. I didn't have to do any of this. I could have left the original tree as it was. It wasn't hurting anything. Well, that's all I'm going to show you for today. If you are interested in learning more about this, you can download a program called NifScope in order to open up the NIF files and look at them. but that's a subject for another day by someone who knows more about it than I do. I'll see you next time when we try to install Veydogolt and improve the view of the landscape in the distance.